Now, guys, if you have not listened to the first recording, I strongly recommend that you please pause this presentation, go to the first one, listen to it, and then come to it. There is a reason that why I have made this recording in a sequence. Now, if you have listened to the first one, the second one is going to make absolute sense to you. In that recording, I spoke about many things about what is it, what is gaze, and why it is there in the examination, and how you are supposed to be a person to understand this thing to be a good manager in future, and for how many marks also it is asked in many examinations. So if you have not listened to those recordings, I strongly recommend you to listen to the first recording of cause and effect first. Now, without further ado, let's go further on to solving the questions and understanding about the concept of this type of question. Whenever there's going to be asked in the examination, trust me, guys, you're going to get it right. Once again, let's understand the concept in brief. Understanding cause and effect in verbal reasoning. The main aim of cause and effect questions is to derive the relationship between two given statements. The relationship that needs to be tested is whether the statements are causally related to each other. This means we need to find out whether one of the statements is a direct cause of the other, or conversely, whether one of the statements is a direct effect of the other. You got it? Maybe you didn't. Don't worry, guys. When we are going to solve the questions, you'll understand. In plain English, it's nothing but there are going to be two sentences given. You have to find out which sentence is the cause and which sentence is the effect. Maybe the second sentence is the cause and the first one is the effect. Or maybe the first sentence is the cause and the second one is the effect. Sometimes both are the effect of some different cause, or maybe both are the cause, or maybe both are the effect of some same cause. So it depends upon the situation. Every question is different, and how to answer it correctly only by one way, by understanding the statement. And how to be good in that, make sure that you keep on reading regularly. So guys, let's go to the questions now. Now guys, there are two questions here. If you want, you can pause it. If you have gone through the first recording of cause and effect, I'm pretty sure that you are good to go. You can give a shot, you can give a try at finding the right answer. Now statements are there in front of you, the options are there in front of you. It's given in plain English that what you're supposed to do. And if you do not understand what you're supposed to do, just look at the options, guys. Statement 1 is the cause and statement 2 is the effect. So if 1 is the cause of the second one, then you're going to select A as your answer. You're going to select B, C, D, E depending upon the understanding of the statement. So let's just read the statements first. All the schools in the area had to be kept closed for most part of the week. Many parents have withdrawn their children from the local schools. All the schools in the area had to be kept closed for the most part of the week. Many parents have withdrawn their children from the local schools. So, as per you guys, which sentence could be the cause or which sentence is the effect? I want you guys to pause the presentation here, think about it, try to understand what is it, and then select one of the option. Of course, I'm going to give you the answer. Give a try on your own. Now guys, if you read it, you get a question in your head that what is the reason? What was the reason that the school was kept closed for most part of the week? What is the reason that the parents were forced or they got their children out from the local school? So definitely guys, these two are the effects of some common cause. That cause could be anything. And that cause forced these two actions to take place. So definitely answer is E. I know some of you might find it difficult. Don't worry, guys. With time, things will start making sense to you. It is just the first question. Let's go to the second one. The literacy rate in the district has been increasing for the last 4 years. The district administration has conducted extensive training program for the workers involved in the literacy drive. I want you guys to pause the presentation again, read these two statements, understand it, and then try to find the answer on your own. Now guys, this one is easier than the first one. Definitely sentence 2 is the cause, and First is the effect of it. The district administration has conducted extensive training program for the workers involved in the literacy drive. So of course people were pushed towards literacy or to be literate or to be educated, and that is the reason the literacy rate in the district have been increasing for the past last 4 years. So statement 2 is the cause and first is the effect. So here B is the answer, guys. I hope now things are making some sense to you. If not, do not worry. There are plenty more questions to be solved in this presentation, and I'm pretty sure before the end, you guys are going to understand the concept in depth. Let's go with the another question. There was a huge rush of people to the temple last Sunday, the 15th of the month. The temple authority had decided to close down the temple for repairs from 17th of the month. Now again, I want you guys to pause the presentation here, read these two statements and try to find the answer on your own. I'm pretty sure at least 50% of the students will find the answer. And if you're not getting the answer, maybe you haven't listened to the first part of this presentation, cause and effect. So make sure that you do that and then you come on to this. Things will definitely make sense, guys. So now please pause it and go through it. Now guys, of course, definitely 15th was the Sunday, and there was a rush to visit the temple and to get blessings from the Lord. Why? Because the temple is going to be closed for repairs from 17th onwards, and of course 15th is the Sunday, so people want to make the most of their off. So second is the cause and first is the effect. So definitely again here, guys, I hope things are making sense. Option B is your answer. Remember, do not assume, do not get into the conditions. If this could have happened, that could have been there. Do not do that. Do not start assuming. In this kind of questions, that is what happens with people. They start assuming, they start imagining. Yes, assuming, imagination is good, but not in these questions, guys. Let's go to the next one. Large number of people living in the low-lying areas has been evacuated during the last few days to safer places. The government has rushed in relief supplies to the people living in the affected areas. Now, guys, when you read these two sentences, you understand that these are definitely the effect of some cause. Now, whether it's of the same cause or the independent cause, that's what we have to understand. Large number of people living in the low-lying areas has been evacuated during the last few days to safer places. The government has rushed in relief supplies to the people living in the affected areas. So definitely these two are the effects of some common cause. Maybe there is a flood or something else. I'm just assuming. So definitely here, as per me, the answer is E, and that is the answer, of course. I hope things are making some sense to you guys. If things are not making sense, please listen to this recording once again. If you have not listened to the first part, please do that first and then come on to this one. Let's go to further questions. The prices of petrol and diesel in the domestic market have remained unchanged for the past few months. The crude oil prices in the international market have gone up substantially in the last few months. I want you guys to pause the presentation again and try to understand what is happening. Now, this question might challenge many, but trust me, guys, you are going to get the answer if you keep patience. Do not rush. Here in this presentation or at this point in time, nobody is going to be gauged, nobody is going to be judged. We all are here to learn. So take as much time you want to listen to this recording as many times, and then go on to the books, the study material that you have. Make sure that you utilize it, and this recording is going to complement your studies. So now please pause it and try to find the answer. Now guys, once you read it, definitely these both the options are the independent causes. These are the causes and why it happened, or maybe the independent effects, but it's definitely not cause and effect. They are not, they are contradicting to each other. So now guys, one more thing in this question I want to clarify, that let's say if there is an examination where there is no negative marking. Now CT is the examination where there is no negative marking, and you get a question like this and you are stuck in a situation where you're confused, but then you can still reach closer to the answer. I do not want you guys to leave any question in any examination whenever there is no negative marking. but to push the chances of getting the right answer, or to push the probability to get the right answer, you must eliminate few options. So again, I'm trying to teach you something new. Now, statement 1 is the cause and statement 2 is the effect. Now, definitely these are not cause and effect, because prices are not changing and then prices are going up. So definitely and B are not going to be my answer, because both of them are not cause or effect, or even in vice versa situation. Both the statements 1 and 2 are independent causes. This could be the reason, this could be the answer. Both the statement 1 and 2 are effect of an independent cause. Definitely there are it now, either it could be independent or common. Now they are not common. Definitely E is also not going to be my answer, guys. So either the answer is C or D. I want you guys to now think again, pause the presentation and try to find the answer. What could be the answer in between C and D? Trust me, now people who have got the answer already, great. But if you didn't get the answer yet, chances are now you may. So please try. Now, definitely, guys, both the statement 1 and 2 are effect of independent causes. Okay, effect could be the effect. They crowd per, yes, and that could also be. The answer is definitely D here, guys. In this question, the answer is D. Let's go to the next one. And that's the last question of this presentation. After this presentation, I want you guys to try to attempt questions from the book. Listen to this recording once again if you didn't get it. Make sure that you understand the concept. If you didn't, make sure that you keep on trying. Read as much as possible. The performance of Indian sports persons in the recent held Olympics should not reach the level of expectation the country had on them. Of course, that we have experienced many times, that we get disappointed by the sports person. Definitely and surely in Olympics we expect many gold medals, or at least medals, and we don't get that. The performance of Indian sports person in the last Asian Games was far better than any previous games. Now, again, here in this question, guys, these two situations are contradicting. So, statement one cause, so definitely A and B are not going to be my answer, because none of these sentence could be the cause or the effect of any one of them. Both the statement 1 or 2 are independent causes. Both the statement 1 and 2 are independent effects of independent causes. Both these statement 1 and 2 are effect of some common cause. Definitely it's not common cause, and definitely they are the effect, not the cause. So again, answer is option D. Both the statement 1 and 2 are effect of independent causes. I hope now things are making sense to you guys. If they are not, please listen to this once again. Thank you, guys.